Well, meanwhile, the United States Senate has now passed the legislation necessary to reopen the government, bringing the longest shutdown in US history closer to an end. It could go on for another few days as members of the House of Representatives return to Washington to cast their ballots on that bill. A vote seen as a given, though, at this stage. Here, first of all, is a listen to Senate Majority Leader, a Republican.
This has been a very long road, quite literally the longest shutdown in history. I am very, very happy to be able to say that we are coming to the end. And before we close today, I want to take the time to say thank you to my staff who have worked around the clock tirelessly now for the past 6 weeks.
Well, after 41 days, a group of Democrats decided to give up waiting for Republicans to negotiate with them to extend healthcare benefits, trusting that that issue would be put to a vote later in the year. Their decision to move forward has sent a clearly divided party searching for its strategy and identity. Fraser Jackson in Washington tells us more.
The US government took one step closer to reopening on Monday evening after the Senate got the votes it needed to pass the final legislation on the bill that would see the government shutdown end and government funding be restored. Now, the Senate passing this legislation means that Speaker of the House Mike Johnson can now officially recall members of the House, although he had told them to be on notice to get back to Washington as soon as possible. And that is because the next step of this is for the House to vote on this slightly amended package, which will mean that Mike Johnson can only afford to lose a couple of votes to get this through the House and onto Donald Trump's desk. Democrats in the House say they are going to stand against this bill, and there is still questions over a couple of Republicans as to whether they will side with Democrats to indeed block the government from reopening. But Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, believes he has the maths and has the numbers needed to get this on to Donald Trump's desk and sign it into law, and therefore ending the government shutdown, which has now become the longest in history. Still a couple of days, though, likely for this to take place. Mike Johnson is expecting a vote on Wednesday, which means that we could either see the government shutdown end on Wednesday evening or Thursday morning.
The US Supreme